What's up everyone, Sebastian with PressStartSeb. The first Zelda expansion pass has been kind of broken down as to what it's going to include, and it's actually pretty good. So I was really trepidatious when I saw that they were going to have the DLC pack and they explained what was going to be included in the summer. It was really vague. I wasn't sure if I was going to get my money's worth. Maybe I should wait until December when the story DLC was going to come. That doesn't seem to be the case, as this summer expansion seems to include a lot of cool stuff that I didn't really think that I wanted, but I do. So the first thing it includes is the Trial of the Sword, which if you go to the location where the Master Sword pedestal is, you can go and do waves of enemies that get progressively harder, similar to the Cave of Ordeals in Wind Waker and that wolf trial thing in Twilight Princess. Now the interesting component about this is it's very much like the trial where you're on the island. You start with nothing and you have to build your way up. So you start this trial room with no items and no armor, and I guess as you defeat enemies you take their weapons and you get stronger and stronger as the enemies get more difficult. So it's kind of takes a traditional formula and kind of flips it on its head where you're kind of scavenging as you're fighting, and I think that's really cool because the combat itself isn't super deep in this game, but the taking things as you need them is something that's really exciting, and starting off weak and seeing yourself get stronger. And then when you complete all 45 waves, you get to unlock the real potential of the Master Sword. Hoping that means it doesn't run out of fucking energy or whatever anymore. That'd be sweet. The next thing that they're including, and this is probably my favorite component of the DLC, is the Hero's Path mode, which it shows where Link's walking path has been over the last 200 hours of gameplay. So if you're like me, you've explored a huge amount of the map by this point, but you kind of are stuck with going fuck, where have I been before, where have I not? There's a couple more Korok seeds I need, or a couple more shrines I need to find, so I should start going to places I haven't been. And then you go somewhere and realize you have been there before. So this kind of outlines everywhere you've been in the last 200 hours, so you can focus on the areas that you haven't been to, or revisit some of the interesting components that you know you've been to. Another addition in the expansion is the hard mode. And in this hard mode, it's not just that enemies do double damage like it seems to be in the other Zelda games, but actually they regain health, so you have to defeat them quicker, and each enemy's kind of been increased to a tier. So the red bokoblins and other blue bokoblins, the blue bokoblins and other white bokoblins, and etc, etc. And also there's enemies that are in floating platforms now throughout Hyrule, so you have to go and find those guys, and some of them have chests on them. So it kind of encourages you to not only look in front of you, but look up and around and see what everyone else is doing. There's also an item called the Travel Medallion that's new, and what that is it allows you to set specific fast travel location anywhere in the world once you found the medallion. The only caveat to that is you can only have one set fast travel location at a time. So you set it and you unset it and you set it somewhere else. You can't have 3 or 4 going consecutively. So the last addition to the DLC pack is just pretty much purely cosmetic stuff. Now it's all really awesome. We don't really know yet what buffs, if any, they offer, but in terms of just how they look sweet, and they pay homage to a lot of other Zelda games. The first of which is MAJORAS Mask, which is fucking sweet as shit. I wish it came with a whole SKULLKID outfit, because just the mask on the face with not weird other clothes. I don't know. I just thought that it's kind of a missed opportunity. You can just do the whole outfit. But I love that they included the mask. They also have Midna's helmet from Twilight Princess, that really cool stone statue thing with the one eye covered. We get throwbacks to Wind Waker with the Phantom armor, and this is actually a full set of the helm, the chest piece, and the pants. And the Tingle outfit, which again is just a full outfit of Tingle from Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, all these amazing games, and that includes the headpiece, the chest, and the pants. It looks super goofy, and it's kind of funny. I'm hoping that people may respond to you differently depending on what you're wearing, but we'll see. Also, it says that there's going to be more armor chests. I don't know if those ones are just going to include the items that they said, or they're going to include the items that I have spoken about, plus more that they're not going to reveal. And the final kind of item is a Korok mask. In addition to being an aesthetic piece, it will shake and make that kind of Korok noise if you're near a seed, which will make finding one of the 900 seeds later on in the game, when they're few and far between, substantially easier. So overall, for our first DLC pack, this offers a lot of value. You get the hard mode, so it encourages you to replay the game. You get some cosmetic items that you can kind of play around with and change to your pleasure. You get the trials that it seems like a pretty good thing when you can level up your Master Sword, and that seems to be fun in and of its own. And the Heroes Path mode, which lets you see where you've been, which is probably what I'm most excited about. So I can 100% the game without using any guides, just by going to places I haven't been before. Let me know if you guys have purchased it. I haven't purchased it yet. I still might wait. I'm not sure. I'm on a student's budget, so we'll see. We'll play it by ear. I don't know if you guys are going to buy it and what you're most excited about. In terms of the aesthetic stuff, the Phantom Armor is dope. So let me know what you guys think, and as always, subscribe for more content. See you later, guys.